Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful day today, although some unfortunate circumstances have happened over the weekend. Oh man, it started off with a torrential storm Friday night, Saturday morning, which caused the creek to rise high enough to where I couldn't cross the creek again. So I ended up missing work Saturday and today. Today's Sunday. They were beautiful days, but unfortunately, because of the storm we had, the water surge rised so high we just couldn't cross it. So I'm about to walk back down to the creek. Actually, it is pretty close to noon on Sunday. I'm sitting out here on the swing, enjoying a cup of coffee. Over here talking to the doggies. They're over here in the background. We've been hanging out this morning. So, you guys want to walk down to the creek with me? You're more than welcome. It would be great to be able to go do some laundry today. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Lyssa and the kids are due, scheduled back Tuesday. That's going to leave 3 days total for me. Still here fighting by myself. And really, I'm not by myself. Uncle David is just right across the road over here. He probably don't even know that I missed work today. He said he had to finish up some big editing to get his video that's coming out today. We also had a video come out today. Man, birds are chirping, sun's shining. Beautiful day. But we are going to find something to do today. I think I'm going to go in the dog pen and finally cut all those longer stumps that are sticking up. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It's for sure went down, even from this morning. I came down here at about 4 o'clock this morning. Well, actually it was more about 5 o'clock this morning, getting ready to leave for work. And let me tell you, I wasn't trying to cross it. If we were in a truck, then I probably would have gave it a shot because it wouldn't have been too bad. But because Lyssa's car is so low to the ground, I didn't want any water rolling in. There's no chance. There's no choice. There's no reason to chance it. You know what they say, turn around, don't drown, right? Even the little bitty creek right here. This creek was even a lot higher, even just, 6-7 hours ago. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Trying to keep the sun out of your guys' eyes. Trying to keep it out of mine too. Man. The majestic powers of Come On Creek. I feel like I show you guys the creek so much. But it's such a big part of the mountain. Still going pretty good. Whew. Now to go see what it looks like at the crossing. It's almost like a natural staircase. Look at this. Well, a natural staircase if you got on the handy dandy rubber boots. So many little bitty mini waterfalls. Woo! Oh. Stepped in a little hole. Good thing it wasn't deep enough to go over the top of my boot. That's how I tested the depth of the water this morning. That would have been a good video, but I wasn't really in the mindset of making a video. I was on the mindset of getting ready to go to work. Unfortunately, that didn't work out for me. something's gonna have to give. I'm definitely making it a priority. I'm calling it right now. Making it a priority to find some way to be able to cross this creek. I know there's been a lot of you guys gave some great suggestions about the zip line. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go that route. I think I am going to maybe do a rope bridge or something. I don't know. Something that's gonna have to be maybe high up off the ground, because it's definitely not gonna be able to be any type of like logs or like a, I don't know, like a wooden bridge or something to be able to walk across, because it just gets way too rough, way too wide, and the power and sheer force of that creek turned into raging river will just rip it down. So I'm not sure, but something's got to give. I talked to Lyssa this morning. She's had a eventful trip. Not really a peaceful Saturday, we'll say that. Saturday, she told me they had a flat tire. I was actually on the phone with her, and she was riding, and she goes, "Wait a second. Oh no, I think I got a flat tire." And so she got out and checked it, and sure enough, right in Mississippi, not too far from Gulfport, I believe, she got a flat tire on I-10. So that was unfortunate. And to make matters worse, guys, there was no spare tire or jack in the car. We called Enterprise, and they said that they actually don't include spare tires and jacks in the rentals anymore. What kind of craziness is that? Whatever. So we called, made some phone calls, called insurance, you know, we made it happen. But long story short on that, she ended up staying at her brother's house in Lake City, Florida, and didn't make it all the way down to my sister's house where she was gonna stay. Spring is so close, guys. It is. I'm gonna go ahead and call it spring, because it is officially springtime. Look at these flowers. Look at the flowers just growing on the side of the hill. Little pink and white flowers. They grow everywhere, the little wildflowers here. We had wildflowers like that in Florida also. I love it. I don't know if it's all across the state. I can't say that or all across America. Not sure. Man, I know it's getting warm out here. It's I think 60 degrees already. Look at how the flowers are just growing they just grow all along the creek side. Look at that. All the flowers on the green. Look how bright green. Lyssa told me it reminded her of like the bright green grass in Ireland. I'm glad you guys decided to walk with me. I didn't want to walk down here by myself. It's always good to have some company, you know? Wow. Look at this bunch of flowers. I'm so easily amazed. Eee. Amazing. Look at the detail, guys, of those petals. That is so amazing. Absolutely amazing. I was actually trying to take a photo of the petal. Okay, guys, the moment of truth. it looks significantly better than this morning. Here it is, the creek. Yeah, this morning you couldn't see any of this land up here. And that was kind of what I was judging it off of. We could see that little bit. But this little stretch of rock and dirt, it's been my opinion that if the water is up over this and we can't see any of this, it's too high for me to drive the Vibe across. So now I'm walking. You can see it is not quite at my boots, at the top of my boots anyway. It's I don't know, maybe 8 inches or so right there. I'm just trying to get the deepest part, you know. Woo! Oh, there we go. So right here, it almost swallowed up my boot right there. So we do got a little deep spot right there. Yeesh. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to cross right now either. Oh, that's unfortunate. Water in the boot. Ooh. And now that I'm out here, in the middle, I can definitely feel I can start to feel the velocity. Oh man. My left boot got swallowed up. Look at that, guys. Man. Time to dump out some water, huh? Whoa. That's unfortunate. One thing I don't like, wet socks, wet pants, wet sweatpants, wet socks, guys. Well, at least I got a better idea how deep the creek is still. It's still too deep. Definitely too deep to drive the car across. I wanted to go into town today and at least get up there and try to get a few hours in at work. If not, at least get some laundry done. So we'll get my foot back in this wet boot. I think I got a little in this other one too. Not too bad. This is a nice little area though, just to sit and chill, reminisce of the good times. It's even hard to stay aggravated about wet socks sitting right here at this creek, guys. Nice and peaceful. Well, the positive news is the water didn't come anywhere near the kayak. I did have the kayak moved out of the way and tied up. Looks like somebody untied it. Had that rope right there. Well, I'll spin you around. I had that rope right there, tied up to the tree right there. And it looks like it's no longer tied up. It also was flipped over, I thought. Maybe if I put the cup of coffee and the phone down, that would have worked out a little easier. Well, now I gotta cross the creek again. Maybe this time I won't get my feet wet. I probably will. I went actually to the side that I thought was gonna be the shallower side, but to no avail. Still a beauty. Like how the sun is reflecting off the water. So, final, oh, let me pay attention right here. This was the part that I got my foot wet on last time. So my final take on the creek is that it's still too high to drive across. It was barely low enough to walk across, really. I mean, I guess if I didn't mind just getting wet, you could just walk on across it. The velocity wasn't too bad, but I did feel it. I could feel it pushing on me a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. I don't feel like it would have been bad enough to push the car, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Who am I kidding? You never know what that water can do. But it definitely was high enough to get into the doors on the car because the car's not that high off of the ground. I miss my truck. If I would have still had my truck, then none of this would have been an issue. This wouldn't have even... Oh, butterfly. Oh, sorry guys. I tried to catch the butterfly. There's a couple of them actually. Let me zoom in. See it right there? I'm gonna try to get closer. What was I saying? Before I got distracted by the butterfly. Butterfly, fly in the sky. Oh yeah, my truck. So a lot of my problems here on Come On Mountain is just due to my own fault. Just when I pulled my truck out into the creek and I got totaled out, really being stuck on the mountain wouldn't really be an issue. It might only happen, you know, for like an overnight period, and it would be good to go the next day or so. Because it rises so fast, it drops also very quickly. But sometimes it doesn't drop low enough to get the car across. Well, enough whining about all that. We're looking forward to new adventures on purchasing a new truck. Looking forward on new adventures, getting more things accomplished here on Come On Mountain. I think I'm gonna go back to the house and I'm gonna get started today with clearing out the rest of the dog pen by removing all those stumps that are sticking up out of the ground so that everybody can be a little safer in there. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Hello everyone. Today is Sunday and we left my brother's early this morning and we came to Cross City to see some friends of mine. It was good seeing them. We are now on our way to Bronson to see Nana and my sister-in-law. It's been a long trip, but it is nice to be back in, you know, hometown, to see familiar faces and familiar surroundings. We're pretty excited. What do you guys think?
I'm excited to see our family members are in Bronson.
Yeah. What about you, Serenity?
I'm excited to see Ellie and all them.
Yeah. So Jacob, like I said before, he stayed with his nanny in New Orleans to get some quality time with his nanny. But we miss him and we're thinking about him. But we hope he's having a good time. So we are going to go by the property by the river before we head to Bronson, actually. So we'll bring you back when we get there. We wanted to spend some more time with our friends and stuff, but after yesterday's shenanigans with the flat tire and being stalled for 3 hours on our travel, kind of pushed us back and could only leave so much time. So I really do enjoy living in Arkansas, but let me tell you, this is one view I miss the most. I miss this river. Only a tiny, the river's high. Oh, well that's okay.
Here we come.
I miss this so much.
Come over here.
Is it cold?
It's warmer than Arkansas.
Is it?
Yes, it's warmer than the Arkansas.
Oh, that's cool.
Serenity
nice.
says it's cold.
It feels nice.
Let's stick our feet in there. Don't mind my ugly toes. Woo! Tis a little chilly.
Not that cool. It's cool.
The water's kind of.
So when the water's down, this is usually a good spot to like swim at. It's a little beachy area, but the water's a little high right now.
Mommy.
This is Florida Beauty.
Oh no, I got the quarter.
Did you guys miss the river?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
See the boat? Yeah.
I missed the beach.
Missed the beach.
And stuff.
Yeah.
The wind was fun.
All right, let's go check out the property and see how it's been doing.
Can we technically walk down the river?
Technically, yes. So now we're going to leave the river and we're going to drive to the property and just give it a look through, you know, make sure there ain't nobody camping out there and they're not supposed to be, you know. We're not far, so we're gonna take y'all along for the ride. nice to be in the Florida heat though, huh?
Yeah. It's hot.
We miss the warm weather.
Mommy, can you give me the soda? Nobody was here.
Yeah, some things have We are back at the Florida property. It's overgrown a little bit, but not too bad. So this is the property that we're trying to sell. It's pretty nice. Serenity is over there. We buried our dog Miracle here when she passed, so Serenity's over there just saying hello. Is there a plant growing?
I saw some leaves.
Yeah. This is our fire pit.
I don't know if that was ours. Oh, no.
It probably is. It was from us.
Mommy?
All right, guys. Well, it was fun to come down memory lane and visit the old property and see the river for a minute. But now we got to get back on the road and head to my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law because I know that they are waiting for our arrival patiently. We were supposed to be there yesterday, but like I said, yesterday's shenanigans have changed this trip a lot. So we'll see you in a little while.
Hey guys, so good afternoon. We are over here getting ready to get in the dog pen. I'm gonna be taking all those higher trees that we cut down that are still kind of stumps, and I'm gonna get them down to ground level as best I can with a chainsaw. That way the dogs can play safely, we can play safely with the dogs, and we don't have an accident. I know this is a long time coming, we should have done this a long time ago, but hey, better late than never. Let's get right to it. I think first I'm going to be putting some oil in the gas and the chainsaw and making sure that the blade's tight on that. Yeah, and I have it out already ready for us. Look, the old Husqvarna. I use 51 mix and high mileage oil. I know it doesn't really matter as long as it's some kind of bar and chain oil or, you know, some kind of good oil. Keep the chainsaw ready to ride. Bumblebee. That's a big old bumblebee. Anyway, we're gonna put some gas in here, some oil in here, and get her cranked up. Wanted to make sure this oil was still good because it's been sitting outside and it got rained on. Wanted to make sure there wasn't any water in it. At least I didn't see any water in the oil. Sun's shining today. It is shining nicely. I was talking to Lyssa, and she was talking about how great it was that, you know, she was in New Orleans and it wasn't cold anymore and she didn't have to worry about her toes being so cold. Lyssa likes to be barefoot a lot, and she was like, I haven't had any socks or shoes on for like a day and a half. It's so great. I was like, pfft. As soon as you left, it's been nice and warm. I mean, this shirt is actually a little much. I could definitely be in a tank top. It feels so great out here, but since I'm going to be working, I'm going to go ahead and keep the long sleeve on. It's a nice thin shirt, but anyway, I was telling her as soon as you left, you took the bad weather with you. So other than this flash flood we had, this little storm, hasn't really been cold up here at all. So I told her, hey, you need to leave that stuff down in Florida, right? All right. Good and tight. Throw our gloves on. Do a little test run. I haven't started the chainsaw in a while. Hello, boys. Oh, one of the more important parts of going in the dog pen is turning it off, because I have not been able to remember to turn it off every single time. Actually, that big bumblebee's back. When I got home from work Thursday night, the night Lyssa and the kids left for their trip, I came home, put the dogs in the pen, and from going back and forth, turning, getting water and some food and playing with them, then turning the generator on. Well, after I got everybody on their leashes, I was coming out, and I walked over and I grabbed the top of this, and I guess I had my hand right on the wire. Man, it lit me up. But enough of that right now. Let's go ahead and get in here with these boys and help them on out. I pretty much just step over it. Hi, Halo. Halo, Balo. Hi, Odin boy. You guys ready to get to work? So pretty much all these little stumps, you can see there's a gang of them out here, guys. It's just where we cut the trees down last time. Oh, hi. Hi. Saying hi to everybody, guys. Say hi to everybody. Yeah. Okay. Well, we see our mission, and we're ready to get to it. You guys ready to get to it? No? Odin shook his head no. Oh, Halo's ready to get to it. My bar's running really hot. I got plenty of oil in here. Odin, am I doing a good job? Am I doing a good job, buddy? Hello, am I doing a good job? I'm trying to do a good job for you. So I don't know, guys. I might need a new bar. Maybe my bar's bent. Maybe that's why it's smoking so much. It definitely hasn't smoked like that previously, and we just used it, you know, a month ago. Everybody wants kisses. Everybody wants kisses. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep on keeping on, and we're gonna get this taken care of. Hey guys, don't knock the camera down. Back up, back up. You guys can be on camera. You guys can be on camera. But we're almost done. We got a few little stumps left, and we're gonna go ahead and get them out, and then we'll run around and play a little bit with the boys. All right, back up, guys. We're gonna be cutting now. Handler loves to play fetch. He prefers to play with the ball, but he will play with a stick. So, after watching my chainsaw tip smoke for a little while, I determined that I need to go ahead and check it out, that something's probably wrong with it. A motor shouldn't be smoking, so you shouldn't keep using it if it's smoking. I probably should not have even kept on using it as I did, just with the rest of the little bit, but you know what they say, you live and we learn. So after much YouTubing, I have taken my chainsaw all apart, and we have determined that where we get the oil from to lubricate it is clean. Everything is good to go. The tip of the bar is definitely overheated. You can see the discoloration, but the little spindles in here are still spinning around, so those are good. What I'm thinking is that the chain is just too dull, guys. I think the chain is too dull. And I think the oil that I put in is just not good enough oil. So after some Googling and YouTubing, I did find out that it does matter what kind of oil you put in it. Some oil will not stand up to the challenge and just get slung off the chain. So I'm gonna go over here and borrow Uncle David's chain sharpener. I'm gonna sharpen the chain. I'm gonna put some regular bar and chain oil in the in the saw and find out what happens then. So let's find out what happens. Okay, we got the right kind of oil in here now. Some good old bar and chain. And get everything tightened back up on it pretty good. The Husqvarna should be, if I don't drop it on the ground. Ugh. So now I'm gonna take the new handy dandy file, and we're gonna get to sharpening this blade up a little bit. Hopefully that it was just the combination of the wrong type of oil that I carelessly put in the saw and my blade being dull. So I'm gonna sharpen on this blade for a little while. I'm gonna go back to the area where Lyssa and the kids were cleaning up and parking out that little area and try to cut down some of those trees. And if my chainsaw is still smoking, or if something is still wrong with it. Yeah, sorry, I'm spacing out. It's the butterflies flying around. Yeah. How we got some of our family squirreling out. It's for me, it's like, oh, a butterfly. Yeah. Well, how about you guys sharpen this blade? I don't want to sharpen it. You want to sharpen it? Go ahead and sharpen it.
Looking for a reason, driven by the heart, fighting for a season.
That's a lot of twisting motion. But we're about to fire it back up and see if I got it worked out. Hopefully the tip ain't gonna be smoking hot no more. But only one way to find out. Let's do it. Okay, well, the tip is where I'm worried about, so we'll just have to see what happens. Uh-oh. No more smoke. The saw itself is not smoking. It's only the tip of the bar when it starts to run. So I'm assuming that after all the Google search and YouTubing I did, that it's got to be either the bar itself is bad or the clutch is going bad. But I don't think it's the clutch. It might just be a new bar. So I may run into Ace Hardware early in the morning if the creek is low enough, because tomorrow some big special guests are coming to help us clean out some over at the tiny house. I'm gonna tinker with this a little more, guys. We'll see what happens. Wow. It just had to get to the front of the tip of the bar, I guess. So we're gonna go ahead and cut down all these little trees right here. Sun's starting to go down, so we're running out of daylight, but we're gonna get as much work done as we can today. Have an early night tonight, because tomorrow is gonna be a big day. Tomorrow, special guests, big time work. I'm ready. Definitely a nice little area cleared, for sure. We got it all cleared right here, and we're just gonna go back. See, there are still little guys like this sticking up. We're gonna get the clippers and I'll clip all those down. All these little guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the way through here. All these guys are gonna go. Uncle David will probably want to grab that cypress, or I'm sorry, cedar, not cypress, the cedar trees. We'll see what happens with these guys. So check it out. Definitely a nice little area cleared, for sure. We got it all cleared right here, and we're just gonna go back. See, there are still little guys like this sticking up. We're gonna get the clippers and I'll clip all those down. All these little guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the way through here. All these guys are gonna go. Uncle David will probably want to grab that cypress, or I'm sorry, cedar, not cypress, the cedar trees. We'll see what happens with these guys. But more progress, more progress. Oh man, check it out. I'm always getting hung up on something. Give me my glove back. Look at that. Ugh. But we're gonna go ahead and close this out today, guys. It's been a heck of a day. It's been a long day. We got the sun setting behind me right there. Check it out. It's so beautiful. The sunsets here are nice. Tomorrow, big day. Hopefully this guy can perform. Like I said, I'm probably going to run to maybe Ace Hardware or something first thing in the morning. Get a new blade, get a new bar so I could get back here ASAP and get this stuff rolling. Tomorrow, trees are coming down. Trees are coming down. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out again. And remember, if you can dream it, you can drift it. Good night, guys.
Be my true